welcome back to our talk, where we dish out the past with a side of sass. Today we're counting down the top 10 most powerful women in history. These ladies didn't just crack glass ceilings, they dropkicked them into next week and built their own empires while sipping tea. Queens, warriors, and brainiacs who ran the show and made the patriarchy cry into its beard. First up, we've got Indira Gandhi, India's only female prime minister, who ruled from 1966 to 1977, then came back for round 2 from 1980 until her assassination in 1984. This woman didn't just break barriers, she yeeted them into outer space while rocking a sari like it was Paris Fashion Week. Indira led India through wars, economic roller coasters, and political drama. Spicier than Bollywood plot. She nationalized bank, stared down Pakistan in the 1971 war, and basically said, "India's got this, haters." Okay, her emergency rule from 1975 to 1977 was a little bit yikes. She suspended rights, like your mom confiscating your phone, but her grip on power was tighter than skinny jeans after Thanksgiving. Love her or hate her, Indira showed women could run the global stage like bosses. Boom! Patriarchy, take that. Number 9. Eleanor of Aquitaine. Say hello to Eleanor of Aquitaine, the 12th century queen who basically invented the term multitasking. This woman was Queen of France from 1137 to 1152, then ditched that gig to some Queen of England from 1154 to 1189. Talk about a glow up. Eleanor married Louis VII of France, went on a second crusade in armor, because why not? And then annulled that marriage like it was a bad Netflix subscription. She turned around and married Henry II of England, popping out future kings like Richard the Lionheart, while running Aquitaine like a medieval CEO. When Henry got too controlling, she led a rebellion against him. Yes, she rebelled against her own husband. Eleanor was locked up for 16 years for that stunt, but she outlived Henry and ruled as regent for Richard. She was rich, powerful, and smarter than everyone in the room. Eleanor, you medieval chess master. You played the patriarchy like a fiddle. Number 8. Empress Dowager Cixi, China's puppet master extraordinaire. Let's time travel to 19th century China for Empress Cixi, who went from concubine at number 5 to the Qing dynasty's ultimate puppet master. From 1861 to 1908, Cixi ruled through her son and nephew emperors, pulling strings like she was running a medieval soap opera. She modernized China, think railroads, schools, and a navy, while keeping the old school nobles in check. Ruthless. Oh honey, she made villains look like they were just here for the popcorns. Her enemies disappeared faster than your Wi-Fi during a storm, but her legacy, rock solid. Cixi played the Game of Thrones and won. Sorry Cersei, you have been outdone. Number 7. Joan of Arc. Cue the angelic choir for Joan of Arc, the 15th century French teen who claimed God was texting her battle plans. At 17, Joan led French army to victory against English in the 100 Years' War, turning the tide at Orleans in 1429 like a medieval hype girl. She rocked armor, rallied troops, and dodged arrows while sexist generals rolled their eyes. Her divine Wi-Fi made her a legend, but the English weren't vibing. They burned her at the stake in 1431. Plot twist, she became a saint and feminist icon. Joan, you had us at God told me to kick butt. Number 6. Hatshepsut. Honestly, I don't know how to pronounce her name because her name is Egypt, but let's roll with that, okay? Now, let's travel to Egypt for Hatshepsut, who ruled as pharaoh from 1478 to 1458 BCE, when her stepson was too busy napping to rule. Hatshepsut said, "Fine, I'll do it myself," because one of Egypt's greatest leaders and became one of Egypt's greatest leaders. She slapped on a fake beard to flex her power, because patriarchy's dumb rules, and led trade expedition to Punt while building temples that are still Instagram worthy today. Her 20-year reign was all peace and prosperity, but her successors tried to erase her like she was a bad Tinder date. Joke's on them, Hatshepsut statues are still serving looks in museums. Slay queen, slay. I know you've all been waiting for this, because Elizabeth I is the virgin queen who ghosts suitors like a pro. Let's say hi to Elizabeth I, England's queen from 1558 to 1603, who turned single and thriving into a whole mood. My Queen Lizzie ghosted marriage proposals like they were spam emails, keeping her throne and England's independence safe. She crushed the Spanish Armada in 1588, fangirled over Shakespeare, and made England a global big shot. Her Virgin Queen branding? Pure PR genius. She was untouchable, even with wigs taller than your ego. Elizabeth didn't just rule, she owned the Elizabethan era like a boss. Bow down to the queen who said "I do" to her country and nothing else. Number 4. Catherine the Great. Russia's empress from 1762 to 1796, is the glow-up we all aspire to. Born a minor German princess, she married into Russian royalty, then staged up a coup to yeet her husband off the throne. Sorry dude, you're out. Catherine expanded Russia's border, modernized laws, and swapped letters with Enlightenment bigwigs like a Voltaire. Rumors about her love life, and that fake horse story, total nonsense. Tried to steal her thunder, but she was too busy building an empire to care. Catherine, you spicy legend, you made Russia great while keeping a gossip mill on fire. China's one and only female emperor from 690 to 705 CE didn't just break glass ceiling, she torched it and danced on the ashes. Starting as a concubine, Wu skimmed her way to the top of the Tang dynasty, ruling with an iron fist and a wardrobe to die for. She reformed education, boosted Buddhism, and ran a secret police force that made her enemies Peter Pans ruthless. Oh, she had rivals' hands and feet chopped off for fun. But her reign was a golden age, proving women could outrule any man. Number 2. Cleopatra, Queen of Egypt from 51 to 30 BCE, was the ultimate queen of shade and strategy. She didn't just rule, she seduced Rome top dogs, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, to keep Egypt off the enemy's menu. Fluent in 9 languages, Cleo was a political genius who threw batch parties that would make influencers jealous. Her dramatic entrance and power plays had Rome eating out of her hand, until that snake bite, or poison, ending. Cleo, you had Rome wrapped around your perfectly manicured finger. You are the OG queen of drama. Finally, number 1. Topping our list is Boudica, the Celtic queen, who told the Romans, "Not today," in 60 CE. When the Romans humiliated her and her daughters, Boudica, leader of the Iceni tribe, went full scorched earth. She led a rebellion that burned Roman cities into a crypt, including London, nearly sending the empire running back to Italy. Picture her in a chariot, red hair, whipping in the wind, screaming, "You messed with the wrong queen!" Her revolt got crushed, but Boudica's "I'll take you down with me" energy made her a legend. She didn't win, but she went out swinging. And that's why she's our number 1. And that's top 10 most powerful women in history who laughed at the patriarchy and wrote her own rules, from rebel queens to cunning emperors. These ladies showed power comes with a side of sass. Who's your favorite? Drop in the comment and tell us what other historical chaos you want us to roast next. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. History's too wild to miss. Catch you later, legends. Stay curious. Bye.